Hello all, this is Farrah Crawford from Prodigals, the Proverbs 31, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm just saying it's a lot of things going on in the spirit right now. And I'm telling you, they say God is coming back soon, and I will believe it. I'm trying to tell you because, the times you read of in the Bible and the things that they said will be happening these days, they are happening. People are losing their complete mind. But it's not just people. It's the enemy using people and working through people. That's right, because it's a war against God and the enemy. The enemy is warned to see who he can devour. That's right, because don't nothing good come from following the enemy. That's right, you will be devoured. He's looking to see who he can kill, all right? It's not a game, people. God is looking to see who he can bless and have a life that is full of abundance and joy. And the enemy is looking to see who he can devour, who he can kill. The enemy wants to kill you, your family members, your kids, all of that. He doesn't want to see you have a blessed life. He doesn't want you to have success. He doesn't want you to have joy. He wants you to be miserable, anxiety, depression, all of those things. God doesn't give you those things. Anxiety and depression are not of God. They are of the enemy. I'm telling you, you better get right. You better know who to turn to. You better turn to your Father and change some of your ways. Aren't you tired yet? Aren't you sick and tired of being sick and tired? I know I was. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I kept trying to lean on my own understanding, And this is lean not on your own understanding. In all of your ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. And I was trying to chase after success, chase after love, chase after so many things, material things, Even sometimes when I would get some of those material things, I would sit there looking at them, and I wasn't happy on the inside. I could tell I wasn't happy. And I was like, I did all that to get this for what reason? I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I said enough was enough. And guess what? God had been there the whole time. As I made a mess of my life, as I chased after those material things, God was there the whole time trying to save me. He was like, look, come this way, come with me. And I was like, I want to turn up. I want to party. I want to do this. I want to drive this car. I want to get these big things that were more material things. I want to wear this brand of fashion. Oh my God. And guess what? I wasn't even happy in the midst of those things. Anything that I got from the enemy never fulfilled me. I was never satisfied. If I could go out and go shopping, at the end of the day, it fulfilled me in the moment. But when the very next day, I felt a void. The very next day, I felt like something was missing. I was not fulfilled. Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of not being fulfilled? God can give you something to make you feel whole. Don't you want to feel whole again? That's right. If you turn to God, you will feel whole. You will be fulfilled. It will be a joy and a peace that you don't even understand. It was at one point in my life, this was a few months ago, and I was like, oh my God. Like, what is this feeling? I didn't even understand it. I was laying in my bed, and I was like, God, what is this feeling? And you know what God said? He said, it's peace, Farrah. You have a peace that surpasses all understanding. And I was like, wow, my life had been so chaotic that I didn't know what true peace felt like. It was an unfamiliar feeling to me. But guess what? It's not an unfamiliar feeling to me now, because I know with God, that's what he promises. But the enemy didn't promise it at all. His goal was to take it all away and make sure you never had peace. And so I'm just saying, turn to God, because he can promise you peace. And I know it's things that you have to give up. I know it's sacrifices you have to make. But what are those things getting you? At the end of the day, when you go and lay down in your bed at the end of the night, are you fulfilled? Are you whole? Are you satisfied with those things? With that turn up moment and turn up night? Does it fulfill you? Or do you get up to problems the next day? Do you wake up to problems? And you know why I can say this? Because I was there. I know I woke up to the same problems. I know sometimes I would even cry when I'm waking up. Do you know how miserable it is to cry when you wake up? You wake up and there's tears. Your day hasn't even started yet. That's because all the heaviness on your heart from the things that are going on in your life. And God can make all of that go away. God is such a good God. God is everywhere at once. There's no place you can go and be that God cannot be with you there. He is with you in the storm. He is with you everywhere you go, every dark place, every dark thought. God is right there with you, calling you to the light. He is telling you, come over here where it is safe, where I can keep you covered. But guess what? Yes, there is things that you have to put down. But when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you will put those things down because you're not winning anyway. You're not winning with those things. How I know? Because I wasn't winning with those things. And since I have laid those things down, I have become anew. I know it's people that know me of the things I used to do. Like I'm just saying partying and drinking and, oh, I'm going to turn up and, chasing after material things. And I was on a path for success, but I never could quite just get there because God had a plan and a purpose for me. So he was not going to let me be successful in the wrong arena. The wrong arena was working for the enemy. That's right. Trying to become successful in a field where I didn't do anything for other people truly from the bottom of my heart, okay? I desire for people to have love and life and joy and abundance. I've always desired for people to have those things. That's why I wanted to be a successful business owner so I could employ people and change their lives. But now God is going to have me do it with him. My CEO is God. My business partner is God. So now I can build things on a solid rock, on a solid foundation. And guess what? Now I will be able to change people's lives. That's why he got me up here teaching you what I learned. I can only speak of what I have learned, okay? And what I know works. And the word works. God works. And I still got joy. I still have fun. I still am silly. And I don't have to use devices to suppress my feelings. I don't have to do any drinking and do the things to suppress my feelings because my feelings are of good things. My feelings are of joy. You know what? Me and God are in the making of making the abundance happen. That's right. And what God put before you or what God puts together, no man can come between it. So when you build it with God, it's being built on a solid foundation. They say never despise the day of small beginnings because those small beginnings are going to be abundant. You look in the word and see what God speaks about abundance and wealth and those things and what he will give to you. And I promise you, it's all good things that you're going to read. And it's all good things that you're going to have in your life. Follow God, follow God, follow God. That's the best advice I could give you. And then it will trickle down. You worried about your kids, get yourself straight. And then it will trickle down to your kids. It will trickle down to everybody in your life. Everybody that is attached to you. It starts from the head. Once you get yourself together, watch what happens in the people's lives around you. They will start getting themselves together miraculously because that's a God we serve, a miraculous God. What a mighty God we serve. God is so good. I give God all the glory for the things that he's doing in my life. I give God all the glory for touching my children. I give God all the glory. I thank him for what he has done in my life. I thank him for what he's doing. I thank him for what he's about to do. I give him all the praise and all the glory. You know why? Because I know it's him. Because I couldn't do it on my own. I tried. You're trying. You ain't tired? Give it to God and ask him to help you. You have not because you ask not. Truly ask and truly start to lay down those things like I tell you, not all at once, one thing at a time. And it was never God that just condemned me to put it all down. It was my love for him. I was like, God, you are just too good to me. The things you are doing in my life, the changes you are making. How can I betray you? How can I do the things that will break your heart? And I laid them all down. Like I said, I started with one thing, and then I saw a change in my life, and then I laid another thing down that was not of God's will, and then I saw other changes in my life. And then it just happened like that, one thing after another. And then the last couple of remaining things, I just said, you know what, God, I lift my hands up and I gave it to him. I said, you can have these things too, because you have just shown me too much goodness for me to be playing around and jokey and playing church with you. You have saved me. You have saved a wretch like me. So why would I sit there and keep playing churchy with him? God is a good God, and God has a purpose for you. And it is for you to have abundance and joy and love and to be prosperous. You don't have to be tired. You're tired because you're trying to do it on your own. You're tired because you're doing it with the ways of the enemy. Give it to God and you won't be tired no more. You'll have joy, unspeakable joy. I promise you. Okay, I'm done fussing with y'all. I'm trying. Give it a try, okay? Pharaoh Crawford loves you.